Come on, man. I'm the autistic one, not you. Wondering where you're at on the marketing spectrum. What does that mean? What is the marketing spectrum? Well, that's why you're going to continue watching for at least a few minutes. Because, goddammit, you're curious. There is a such thing as the marketing spectrum. I may have just made it up. I may not have just made it up. Alright. Here we go, guys. And here we go. In the future, the more consistent audience I get, I think the more on time I'll be. You know, I say I'll be here 8:30 a.m. every morning. You know, I don't feel too obligated to actually show up here at 8:30 when no one's actually waiting for me to tune in and watch. So, but I do think that might change soon. I think I am making content that is at least a little bit beneficial to at least some people, if not a lot of people. So, where are you on the spectrum? What is the marketing spectrum? And by the way, happy inauguration. It is January 20th, 2021, Wednesday. And I don't even mean like, congratulations, Biden. Just, hey, happy inauguration day, right? We should, happy Martin Luther King Day, happy 4th of July, happy. All Americans should celebrate the inauguration of whether you don't like the president, whether you did or didn't vote for him. It's your president, okay? You can't just be like, oh, he's not my president. Okay, first of all, you're in denial. He's your president, okay? It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't change the facts that he is your president. And a lot of people like to confuse their feelings with their facts, and they're in their feelings, you know, this guy is not your president, okay? And then they feel that way. So and then they say that to people. No, he's your president, and you're gonna live with it for 4 years, okay? Get over that. Enough about politics. I don't even think that really was politics. That was just kind of like my take on people and humans. Where are you on the marketing spectrum? I'll show you a graph, or not a graph, picture later. This is a very simple picture. It's a triangle. It's only 3 things. And I only deal in threes. One of those reasons I only deal in threes is because 3 is a tried and true number, okay? Why is a haiku 3 lines? I mean, did they just pick it out at random? Maybe. Why not 2? Why not 4? I don't know. Something about 3, okay? Something about 3 works. The triangle, the Illuminati, okay? Something about the 3 is the magic number. You go to Google's homepage, there's like 3 elements. You have the search box, and you have the 2 buttons, boom, 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 1, 2, 3, right? You put in the information, and you have 2 choices, boom, 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 3 things. Green light, yellow light, red light. There's only 3 lights, right? Why not 2 lights? Why not 4? 2's not enough, 4's too confusing, 3's just right. Low, medium, high. Do you really need more than 3 choices ever? No! Sometimes you don't need 3. A high and a low is good enough, right? When it comes to air conditioning, though, maybe not. You know, high, medium, low, sometimes you need the medium. When it comes to spicy, sometimes you do need the medium. But you never need 4. 4 is just confusing. Because now you have 2 mediums, right? You have like a medium rare and a medium well. And you're like, what is the difference? What if I want the middle then? Right? You still want the medium when you have the medium. So 4 is just confusing because you don't have the exact middle one. So that's why 3 is good. You want to stick with 3. So, talking about the marketing spectrum. And there's probably professors that can talk on this concept for hours upon hours, and whoever first invented it. And I don't even know if I'm describing it the right way. These are like more shower thoughts, like, the things I learned decade ago, right? And then just coming back into memory. So anything I talk about, I'm probably not the master on that particular subject, and you can go Google and learn more on your own. And I might be making shit up, right? I don't know. maybe. Could all you need to assume that anyone you're talking to in life, any commercial you're watching, anything you see on TV, any lights or sounds you hear could just be made up bullshit, right? There is always some incentive behind what someone is saying. Now, just because there is an incentive doesn't mean the person is lying, right? But the incentive could be evidence towards that what they're saying is influenced by something, right? So always keep in mind the person talking to you could be lying or they think they're telling the truth, but they're actually not, right? They could I could be telling you what I think is true and everything changed overnight and then the rules no longer apply to what I'm saying. So I could be genuine in my heart, in my knowledge, and I could come off as very knowledgeable about what I'm talking about, right? But I could be completely wrong. And then you could be acting and relying on my information to be running your business or your life or whatever. And that would be a tragedy, right? So that's why the reliability of information is important. So let's talk about the three things on the marketing spectrum, right? And and we're actually talking about your business here, right? Where does your business fall when you're trying to come out and compete? And this sounds very basic, and sometimes I need to take a page out of my own book, right? And look at my competitors and where they're priced and where I want to come out in the market. But I think most entrepreneurs intuitively know. Let me just check and I want to check and see if I have any live. I'm going to do better at fielding live messages today. So I want to encourage everybody, wherever you're watching, whatever platform, pretty sure I can see your messages if you message me live. So I wanted to, I wanted to make sure that I field the live messages today, if I can see them. So, it's not guaranteed because once I get caught up in my monologues, I stop paying attention. Okay, there we go. So I can see myself over there. That's great. Well then, what do I mean by the marketing spectrum, or not the marketing spectrum, but the business? Three things. Price, quality, and speed. So price, I think a lot of us know, right? What do you charge versus your competitor? Price. I think we kind of know, right? Are we expensive? Are we cheap? Are we in the middle? Are we average? We all kind of know that. That's the thing that comes natural. Quality is something else. I think it depends, right? I think a lot of business owners might be a little bit skewed and overvalue their quality versus their competitors. So let's take a realistic view on quality, right? Let's say we're being realistic and you're like, you know what? I make the best damn Philly cheesesteaks on the planet. They're the absolute best. And there's nobody knows about them, right? But they're the best ones, I use the best bread. I toast it the right way. It's soft on the inside, crunchy, and then there's not even talking about the high quality meat, sliced thinly, nice marble meat for the steak, whatever. Quality. And then the speed, right? Let's say we're still talking about food. The speed. How long does it take to get this best damn cheesesteak out the oven versus a Big Mac through the drive-through, right? So let's, all right. I don't even know if you guys can see this. Should I make it a little bit bigger? Perhaps. So we have price, quality, and speed. And I don't know how this is like usually taught, right? Because I was just thinking about it, and so let's just say that the farther you are away from equality, like the worse, the less desirable you are. So And drawing it out this way means that it's impossible to be like great at all three. So I think this might be how it's normally like explained, because it's somewhat impossible to be like dominant in all three of these qualities. Meaning, like, let's go back to food or burgers or Philly cheesesteaks, for example. Like, um, if you have the best damn Philly cheesesteak in the world, you're probably charging a pretty penny for it. This could be like a $10+ Philly cheesesteak, right? When normal Philly cheesesteaks will cost $4 or $5, this could be like a premier high end 10 to 13 or $15 Philly cheesesteak, high quality, high end, right? And it might not come out too fast because it might be like very customizable, right, with your own. So it might take a long time to bring it out because they're not doing it on an assembly line, and you might be paying at least twice as much as the cheapest Philly cheesesteak. So far away from the speed, right? Um, or let's talk about uh, well, I don't know. Yeah, if a let's think about this one, a high quality coming out really fast, but then it's gonna have to be expensive, right? I can't really think of a thing like that, right? Like, um, if you are gonna make it high quality, uh, you probably are still gonna have to charge money for it, right? So you can, yeah. So it's gonna be high quality. It's gonna be fast, but you're still gonna have to charge a lot of money for it because it's high quality. Okay, so that makes sense, right? And somehow in your operations, you have enough people, and you're doing enough business to make it that fast, but you still have to charge money for it because you're using high quality ingredients. Sure, I can imagine that. Now let's go to this side. Let's say you're friendly in price, right? So you're low in price, you're close to the speed, so you're really fast, but you're far away from quality. So you're low quality cheese. That sounds like McDonald's to me, right? So if you're the low price leader and you're also doing things very fast, but you're using the cheapest ingredients, right? Because you could, if you're using the most expensive ingredients, there's no way you could still be low on price. Okay, you'd be over here if you're using more expensive ingredients. So McDonald's is the dominant person. McDonald's will be right here. Who's a high price, high quality but slow? This would be like a Lowry's, a steak restaurant or something. And then who's has the quality, right? I don't. Let's say like Carl's Jr., right? Carl's Jr. still qualifies as fast food, but Carl's Jr. is like twice as expensive as McDonald's, and So let's say they still have the speed, right? Maybe not as fast. Let's just say they're as fast, right? But the quality is there, but they cannot compete on price, and nor do I think they try. So they should, so they'll focus on maybe those aspects in their marketing, because if they try to beat McDonald's on price, there's no way they can compete, right? Because I went to Carl's Jr. the other day. And I'm like, holy shit, two meals was like 20 something dollars. And I'm like, well, damn, that doesn't cost more than, 10 to $15 at McDonald's at the most, right? So, um, okay, so there's price, quality, and speed. And why do I even bring that up today? Because I think, because I think about that in my endeavors. What's my endeavor right now? Well, one of them is this. What I'm doing now is I'm thinking, not thinking. I'm in the process of doing a marketing course. So I do these live streams off the cuff, very loosely planned out in the mornings that you're listening to right now. And I also have planned out a series of uh, recorded videos, 30 minutes to an hour, or maybe shorter, right? Who wants to watch a 30-minute marketing video? I don't. I don't even want to make it. Why would I make you watch it, right? Just kidding. No. I want to make them as concise as possible, right? and as educational as possible. So I've also written a marketing book. I'd say it's about half complete, right? I have outline, some chapters written, other chapters need to be complete, but the outline's pretty much done. That I give away for free. Technology allows me to be able to give it away for free and not really care about it, right? And I don't make money. Every person I share the PDF or the Word doc with doesn't cost me money. Whereas if I had to give away a free copy of an actual paperback book, that would cost me money. So technology allows me to share things for free. But why would I do that, right? What's the monetary incentive to motivate me to want to give my time and share my knowledge, right? So I was thinking, how can I both monetize this and make it affordable, right? Because here's the thing with consultants and any kind of specialty, right? As you increase in your skill and knowledge, you expect to be compensated more, right? Your time is then more valuable per unit of time, right? For like a starting out personal trainer, they might command $20 an hour. A more seasoned professional master personal trainer might command $100 an hour. The ones that the athletes hire to train them might command $150, $200 an hour and up, depending on what gym they're at also, or if they're on their own, or what equipment they have, and or much more than that, you know. And so you want to think about at each stage of your business, like when you're entering, and it's a dynamic process. Dynamic meaning each year it will change, right? Like today, you might be the low price leader. And that might be true throughout, and you might stay with that, right? Or today you might have to be the low price leader until some things come together and you can increase your prices as you gain better branding and awareness, and you get better at what you do, and your quality of what you deliver is actually worth the price that you're charging, and everything happens organically, right? You can, right, do the following. I'm just saying it generally is not the best idea to just come out the gate and be the highest price and the highest quality and want to charge the price that you want. That's almost a recipe for direct failure. You have to look at which corner of the triangle are you actually trying to compete with. And then it's more clear who your actual like competitors are, right? So like you have your competitors, which is everybody who's targeting that same audience is your competitor. And then within the triangle, you have your competitors, right? Like now, if you're Carl's Jr., you might not even see McDonald's as your competitor anymore. Or once you figure out which side of the triangle you're on or which corner of the triangle you're on, now you're like, well, you know, McDonald's gets the people that are just trying to save money. So, you know, let them have those. We'll focus on that fast food segment that still kind of cares about quality, you know, and then they can focus their marketing more on those efforts. And then, you know, and the pie, so to speak, the marketing pie or pizza slice, right, is a little bit easier to eat and digest. Okay, I gotta go. It's almost 9 a.m. What is this? Today's Wednesday, I think. Yeah, Inauguration Day, the 20th, and we'll see you tomorrow, which would be